welcome back to another flipping and money making live stream. My name is Scapenomics, and you are here tuning in live to our, well, how many times a week do we do this, guys? 4 times a week, our flipping live stream. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Tons of early birds in here sitting around today, so welcome to the live stream. This is our Saturday live stream, which is usually pretty laid back. We're just going to sit back, kick back, try to make a couple mils here on the Grand Exchange. And I mean, look, guys, after yesterday's insanely profitable session, it's going to be hard to top that. Yesterday, we did about 8 mil in an hour and a half, which is really, really good. I think we averaged like 5 mil an hour on that stream, which was crazy. So yeah, we did really, really good. Still waking up here a bit. I've got my coffee in hand. We're going to go ahead and get some flips listed. Be sure to drop a like if you do enjoy it, and let's get into it. Now, today we're working with 1.5 mil, a little bit over that, 1,579 million GP after yesterday's outstanding performance. So we're going to see if we can make a little bit more money on top of that today, and we're going to start with the Dragon Claws. Now, it does look like Dragon Claws stabled out a little bit overnight last night, which I'm happy about because flipping them yesterday was getting a little bit too hairy, and I didn't want to try to flip them for too long, but the margin on them today is really not that good. So we'll just put 2 in for now, try to make up for that margin cost, and we'll keep going and trying to find some more items. We'll do the Bandos Tacets as well, and then the chest plates, because they have just been really consistent flips for us here recently, and I want to make sure we do them again. Yeah, pretty good margin on those Bandos Tacets as well. We're going to go ahead and list a few of those. Basically, the same margin on the Bandos Tacets as the Dragon Claws. So, I mean, hey, you can't really complain too much about that. We have Jordan Savage over on YouTube. He says, guess we'll have to go for the 10 mil. Hey, we might go for it today. I don't know how long we're going to stream today. We're just going to kick back and have a good time streaming like we always do, guys. And of course, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping in old school RuneScape, be sure to let me know. I am here to help you guys out. We're going to check the Armadillo Crossbow as well. The Armadillo Crossbow looks like it's getting about a 50k margin as well. All of our items have a 50k margin today. It's kind of funky. Let's go ahead and do the... Let's do the Dragon Hunter Crossbow earlier on this stream, because last time we did them on yesterday's stream, we didn't do them till the very end, and they actually were a pretty solid flip for us. So we're going to go ahead and do the Dragon Hunter Crossbow here again, and see if we can get a little bit better of a margin on it. Nothing crazy, but definitely worth flipping. So we'll go ahead and list a few of these. Clearing about 70k on those, I think. Ice-T says, bad timing, getting food, be back in 1 hour. All right, Ice-T, we'll see you in an hour, man. We have Chicken Dinner as well popping in over on Twitch. Good to see you, Chicken Dinner. Thanks for tuning in again. I know you were here yesterday. So he says, giving you a viewer on both platforms. Thank you, man. He says, made my 1 mil today already. Mini aim set for myself. Chicken Dinner, that is amazing, man. What I would recommend doing, you're doing it the exact right way, right? So I would make a profit goal like weekly, like not daily as much, just make a profit goal per week, right? So maybe it's like 7 mil a week. That way you can sustain a bond relatively easily, and just try to hit that profit goal every single week. The reason I say to set goals a little bit farther out than just a daily goal is because sometimes you'll have a really bad day on the Grand Exchange, or you'll have an hour session where you didn't make as much as you really wanted to. That's why I say, hey, don't aim on the daily, aim for the weekly, because the Grand Exchange is just so inconsistent. And on top of that as well, maybe you have a session that is way better than you thought you'd do, and you walk away with more money, which obviously I don't think anyone's going to complain about. We'll go ahead and list these Dragon Claws back for about 5k under their previous margin, still making about 45k on those. Anna Snelling says, good day, glad to see you. Anna, thank you for stopping by, do appreciate it. Welcome back to the live stream. Tyler Coleman as well popping in. He says, hey dude, good to see both of you guys. We also have Jordy Baldy saying, hey man, just dropping in to say hi and hope you get those mills. Can I challenge you to get 4 million on this stream? Jordy, I got you, man. I don't think we're going to have too many problems with that today, making that GP. And holy moly, we've already got 23 people in here on YouTube. I'm still waking up, man, okay? I'm still waking up, so the commentary is going to be a little bit sketchy until then, but welcome everybody. Looks like you guys are excited to make some bank today. I know I am. I'm going to try my best to make a little bit of money, and we're just going to see what happens. That's really all we can hope for, and let's go ahead and flip some items, guys. We'll get some of the ancestral hats open as well there. We do have another slot open. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the primordial boots in that slot. Should be a decent flip for us. Not really that good. We'll just flip like 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them, and we'll walk away from that one. We still have another slot open though, so we'll do the Amulet of Torture. We haven't listed any of the Zenyte stuff yet, so I thought we'd go ahead and do that right off the bat. Super, super nice all around here. And just really quick as well, I'm going to go ahead and cut back on the Dragon Hunter crossbows. Now, the reason I want to do that is because I don't want to let these Dragon Hunter crossbows sit for too long, just because the margin is not that good. And usually if a margin is less than you anticipated or less than you usually flip it for, and it's like a really tight margin, that does mean that there's a little bit of like just stagnation on the item. It could go up, could go down sometime soon. So I usually just try to flip those small margins, get away from the item with a profit, and walk away. Oh, I forgot to put the margin covers on. Oh my goodness. I totally knew I was going to forget to do that. Let me go ahead and do that really quick, guys. Do apologize for that. Hey, no one told me. No one told me, man. But anyway. Everyone's like, ooh, we forgot the margin covers today, and we're going to steal them. Just kidding. Let me go ahead and put them all back, guys. Sorry about that. Margins ruined. Let's see, I gotta make sure I have all of them on here. I think that's all of them. I have to see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Okay. Davey says, why would we tell? We were making bank. Davey, good to see you, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the live chat here, see what everyone is saying. Ice-T says, so my goal would be 500 mil a week, then I need to put more effort into it. I mean, Ice-T, it's, you know, I don't know if you've been playing that much recently, Ice-T. I haven't really seen you on too much, but you have been raiding, I've heard, so that's good. We have Jay, he says, hi Scape, I had a question. Do you know what is going on with the Ring of Endurance? It went from like 50 to 60 mil to 38 mil now in a week. Honestly, I have no idea. Probably just crashing. No one really wants it. And that's just kind of how it is. I mean, that's all I can really say. A lot of people try to correlate item price movements to some event, but a lot of the times it's just random movement. Hold on to the GP self-love, man. Hold on to the GP. I'll just take the vials of water. Do appreciate it, though. 13,000 vials of water coming in from self-loved. Do appreciate it, man. We're going to go collect that here once he takes the GP off, and we'll put that into our bank. Vulcan says stonks ruined. Good to see you, Vulcan, man. Yeah, exactly. All the margins crushed. Just the GP, man. Saints fan in Van says, yesterday's stream was crazy. Let's see if we can top that today. I'm going to do my best, man. Self-loved coming in with the 13,000 vials of water. Thank you so much, man. Do appreciate it. We're going to put that into the bank, collect those. And yesterday we hit 24 million vials of water on the stream, so super hype, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and sell these primordial boots back. And now everyone knows my margins, so don't undercut me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we'll have to cycle to some more items here in a minute. We'll move a lot of this stuff around as well. Oh, wait, I listed that wrong. Give me 1 sec, guys. Just going to turn on my AC really quick. Be right back. I told you it would only take a second. It doesn't take very long. Lots of people in here today. Welcome everybody to the live stream. I hope you are enjoying it. Be sure to drop a like if you are. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Now let's go ahead and list these Armadillo crossbows back as well. We're going to put them in a little bit less than where we previously listed them. I mean, I showed all my margins at the beginning of the stream, okay? Feels bad, man, but it is what it is. We're going to try to turn that around and just make some more money off of these guys. We're gonna knock the Dragon Hunter crossbow down a little bit more, and we'll leave it there for now. And look at how many items are moving. Whew. Good stuff, man. I'm trying to stay on top of everything today to make that easy GP right off the bat. Kind of like yesterday, I'm very focused to make up for our losses on the Inquisitor earlier in the week today. So that's like my main focus, is just making a decent bit of profit and walking away from this session with not only a great community behind me, but with some GP in my stack. Some new GP, that is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some more stuff listed here, guys. I'm going to do the Zamorak and Hasta, actually. I want to see if we can get a good margin on this. If you don't know, the Zamorak and Hasta is used in the Dragon Hunter Lance, so the prices are sort of correlated to each other. For example, if you see a large price movement on the Dragon Hunter Lance and the Dragon Hunter and the Zamorak and Hastas haven't moved yet, well, you can pretty much guarantee that one of them is going to come up or down, and most of the time it will be the Zamorak and Hasta going up to follow the Lance, just from my observations as well. Let's go ahead and check the Hydra Leather as well. Not a flip I really do on live stream that often. I try to hit it off live stream a fair bit, but it's not that easy most of the time. It's really bad margin on it right now too. We're going to stay away from that. We have Alo popping in over on Twitch. He says, hey Loa to the flipping sensei and the pupils. Good to see you, Alo. Thank you for tuning in today over on Twitch. We do appreciate that. Koinonia says, Gilded D'hide sets were wicked yesterday. I made 1.3 mil margins on each. Slow the sell though. Even though I got a Twisted Bow flip this morning for 2.4 million GP. Really, really nice flip on that Twisted Bow, man. Absolutely incredible. The Twisted Bow, it's a funky item. It has good margins, but only sometimes. Like, sometimes you're flipping the Twisted Bow and like you're barely getting a mil on it, which is not really that ideal in my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the Armadillo chestplate next. We're going to get the chestplates listed here, see if we can get a little bit of a margin on that. Everything we've checked so far has not been crazy, right? We've had some decent margins so far, but nothing that's been over the top. Nothing that's really, maybe jump out of my seat or anything like that. Sort of like that $100 donation did yesterday. That was freaking insane. But anyway, we do have 539 million GP left to work with, which means we can list something quite expensive. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Grazi again today, guys. I'm not even going to look on GE Tracker. I'm just going to assume it's maybe trading around here. We'll leave that there for now. Also, we have the Ancestral Hats here. We're going to turn around and sell those back. I don't know how that one's going to work out, but we'll keep a close eye on it. We did get the, let's see, we forgot to switch this total profit. We made 124K on the Armadillo crossbows today, which is quite good. That was our first really profitable flip of the day today, and we're about to pass that as long as we can sell this last Dragon Hunter crossbow off as well. Let's do the Dragon Hunter Lance here. Just trying to get all those consistent flips in, guys. Flip them, and we have Betten coming in with a trade as well. We'll come trade you in a minute. Just got to get all my listings up here, guys. Make sure we're still moving items even when we're trading people in the exchange here. It's weird because last night, all of the margins were really, really solid, right? A lot of stuff was an above average margin. Basically, everything we touched was a lot bigger of a margin than I expected. But this morning, it looks like a lot of stuff has stabled out a lot. We're not getting crazy margins on much today, and it's not really a bad thing. It's just kind of a different situation than we were in yesterday. It does look like things have been moving relatively quickly, though, in comparison, so I guess we can't complain too much about that. And that just goes to show you just how the Grand Exchange works. Every single day on the Grand Exchange is completely different. Oh my, I didn't realize. What the frick? I did not realize how much of a margin that was. Anyway, we have Betten coming in with the trade as well. We'll be sure to sauce him a trade here. Looks like he's busy in the exchange right now, but I'm sure he'll come out in a minute. That was surprising, that margin check right there. I mean, I don't think anyone expected that much of a margin on that ancestral top there, but we're gonna see if we can flip it. I mean, we're all about flipping these weird items, and 13,000 vials of water coming in from Betten. Thank you, man. Do appreciate that. We'll add it to the stack. Whew. Now we're almost a mil in debt on this stream. Will we be able to make it up? We'll have to see today. In my personal opinion, I do think we're going to be able to make it, but just to make sure we can make up for this ancestral rope top here, we are going to cut back on the rope top and try to turn around and sell it. Just one though, just one. Because if you see a margin that's a lot bigger than you anticipated, you want to try to hit that as fast as you can. You actually want to do that because if it's a bigger margin than you anticipate, it's probably not going to last that long. So you really want to get in and get out as quickly as you can. I am going to leave the other ancestral rope tops we have right now in there, but we'll have to see if we can get this one that we do have now off on the Grand Exchange. If we can, then we're going to be good because we're going to make up for that margin check cost. And even if we don't flip any more of them, we'll pretty much be okay. Mitchell Wolf popping in. He says, what's up, Scape? Happy Saturday. Thank you, Mitch. Do appreciate that, man. Thank you for tuning in today. Drop a like if you are enjoying. Let's make some money today, man. Alo says, will you take us on a flip trip? If so, you don't hit a dip strip. Okay. Don't really know what you're saying there, but that sounds good. Tyler Coleman says, haven't been around a lot as anything... Has anything beat the monster dragon arrow flip? Oh, that flip was pretty fun. I mean, on the 24-hour live stream, like, if you don't know, on the 24-hour live stream, when we were just like flipping at like 3 in the morning or something ridiculous, and all of a sudden dragon arrows crashed to like 300 GP, and I was like, guys, this is way too cheap for a dragon arrow. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Turns out everybody watching the stream started flipping them, and like it was actually really weird. Like everyone who bought in during the stream made like a ton of money. So I obviously was not encouraging a group flip or anything like that. It just kind of happened and people started buying in, and I think everyone made like almost 80 GP plus on every single dragon arrow that night. So that was a little bit funky. Quinona says, for the amount I invested, it's a low % return, but it was in a couple of minutes, which helps. Glad I could catch the stream. Good to see you, Quinona. Thank you for tuning in, man. I do appreciate that. And congrats on the T-bow flip. I keep hitting the wrong key and it keeps implementing the price incorrectly. Keeping a close eye on these ancestral rope tops. I really have my fingers crossed so we can sell one for the original margin that we checked. Like really hoping we can, because if we can't, oh no. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. Come on. We gotta sell one. Come on, man. I'm gonna go all in. I'm just gonna hope for the best, guys. Besides that, everything looking really solid today. We'll let those things sit there and do their thing for now. Give me 1 second, guys. Got a little bit of a text message I gotta look at. All right, no problems. Let's get into it. I do want to make sure we can get this rope top off. Now, it's kind of a funky situation, right? I don't want to move the margin too much just because it is a solid margin all around on that rope top right now. So I don't want to rush things. I'm going to be a little bit patient and try to wait it out and see if we can sell one, because if we can, it's going to be a lot of money. What I'm sort of like thinking of right now is, let me try to think of some more items that I can flip while I'm waiting for this current stuff to go. That way we don't waste too much time on the session. I think I'm going to try to check Pegasian boots once we clear up another slot. Maybe we'll do the imbued hearts again, as we did them yesterday. We didn't do the Abyssal Bludgeons yesterday either, which I guess is a missed opportunity. So we'll go ahead and try to do those today as well. Skeledom says, when did you start getting into flipping? Did you set your initial cash stack through PVM and just moved away from PVM and into flipping? Basically, well, it's kind of no. I wouldn't say I was like into PVM at the time. Basically, I started flipping when I had around 9 mil. It was in like 2016 or so. I was flipping back then, and I was just looking for another way to make money. I saw that flipping old school was, you know, he's making this flipping content, and I was like, flipping, like, how hard could it really be? So I just started doing it, and I, you know, started to fall in love with it. I love flipping now, and it just became one of my favorite money makers. And I wouldn't even say I did a lot of PVM before that. Really, for the most part, I was just like this mid-level account. Like, I think I had access to Wyverns at the time, but that was really all I had for money. And then I just started flipping, and here we are a couple of years later, just streaming and flipping for you guys. And it's that's been the story ever since, really. And making video content too, but no, I haven't ever really done like high-end PVM, really. I mean, I have, but not effectively, if that's if that matters. Anyway, 339 million GP. Let's go ahead and try to do those imbued hearts, guys. We'll see if we can make a little bit of money on them. Looks like they're a little bit higher in price than where they were yesterday, and a decent margin on them too. We're definitely going to go ahead and try to flip a few of those. We'll list them and let them do their thing here. Great story, man, says Scaly Dom. I'm not a good story, like, teller, but if you go back and watch my first video, you'll see, like, that video itself was, like, me, like, starting to flip, basically. That was, like, a video I made after I had about 2 weeks or, like, a month of flipping experience, and it's a really bad video. I don't recommend seeing it, even though it's my most viewed video by a decent bit. So, anyway. If you guys are enjoying the stream today, be sure to drop a like over on YouTube. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, as we do flipping content Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays live for you guys, and we come out with videos periodically as well throughout the weeks. Now, we're going to do the Abyssal Bludgeon next. The Abyssal Bludgeon is a great flip for people who are sort of advancing to a 400-500 mil cash stack range. It's one of those items that is not as consistent as you'd probably think, but it is still a really solid item all around. It's just not as consistent as you think. So today it's doing one of those days where it's not consistent. So we're going to see if we can make a little bit of money on it with the inconsistency. I mean, like, you can't make this stuff up. I couldn't even cancel the offer in time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and list these back onto the exchange for a little bit less here and see if we can hit that margin. I mean, I highly doubt it. I just... totally unlucky there, but we'll see what happens, man. And I didn't list that incorrectly. I listed that right on margin. I didn't list it wrong. So that is a little bit concerning. We'll have to manage this situation and see if we can make a little bit of money from it, even though it's looking a little bit sketchy. We've got two items that are not looking great for us right now. That being said, if we turn them around, we can make a good bit of cash. Now, instead of complaining about it, let's keep finding items and let's keep making some money, because we need to keep the cash influxing. So we are going to do the Sanguesti staff next here. We're going to see if we can get a good margin on this bad boy. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy, right? Because as everyone knows, the Sanguesti is my cursed item, and I really don't want to lose a ton of money on this morning. Luckily, the margin's not that great, so that's a plus. Okay, I'm not as worried about it since the margin is not amazing. We'll go ahead and list a few of these. We'll do about 4 of them right now, and we'll see how that goes. By the way, guys, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping in old school RuneScape, be sure to let me know. I'd love to help you guys out. And maybe you're like, I'm not going to ask this idiot about what to flip because he's down 1.2 mil, but don't you worry, we're going to turn that around here in a couple of minutes. We just got to find the right items and get on the right profit path to make some mills. We do have another slot open, so let's do something a little bit more basic that's going to be more consistent for us, probably net us a good bit of cash. In the meantime, try to get out of that loss a little bit, and that's going to be the Carol's Leather Top. Super consistent performing item. I do recommend flipping these if you've got around, I would say like a 50 mil cash stack is perfectly fine to start flipping the Carol's Leather Tops, but 100 mil would be more preferable, so you can list some other items at the same time as well, and not really have too much of a difficulty. we're just sitting back here waiting for some of this stuff to come through. And the Abyssal Bludgeon's probably not going to work out for us, but we're going to be very patient in the way that we sell those off. Also, the Ancestral Rope Tops, we haven't had a ton of luck on those yet as well, so we're going to have to see what happens with those. Skelly says, what would you recommend for a 60 mil cash stack? High volume items, I suppose. Yes, I would recommend high volume items, and if you're curious or you'd like to, you can start kind of cycling into Barrow's items as well. So things like the Carol's Leather Top, Aram's Rope Top, Aram's Rope Skirt are really good. Guthan's Helmet, Guthan's War Spear I find are pretty good as well. And just getting into those Barrow's items is a pretty good thing to do with a 60 mil cash stack. Now, you are going to want to do a lot of high volume items at the same time, right? So stuff like sharks, monkfish, manta rays, air orbs, battle staves. What is grimy dwarf weed is good. What are some other ones? Here we got Benny coming in with the 20. I think that's euros. Okay. Coming in with the 20 euros. He says, what's up? I finally got back home after being stuck in South Africa for a month. I really missed the streams. Dude, thank you so much for the 20 euros, Benny. Do appreciate it. And welcome back to the stream, man. What were you doing in South Africa? That's crazy. I can't believe you got stuck there. I want to hear all about it, man. Whether it's in the live chat or on Discord, you got to let me know. But Benny, thank you so much, man, for the 20 euros. Super, super appreciated. And we're down a little bit cash-wise here on the Grand Exchange today, Benny, but we'll turn it around for you, man. Don't you worry. Skelly says, thanks, man. Let's get that bread. I'm gonna do my best. Whew. I mean, look at all this. There's a lot of stuff that's not looking too good right now. We'll put it that way. 29 viewers, 13 likes over on YouTube. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream today, be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a ton, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you guys are not with us on Discord, be sure to join our Discord group with the link in the description below. We have a Discord group dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and whether you're a beginner or an experienced flipper, I guarantee you can learn a thing or two about flipping in that Discord group. So we would love to have you on there. But anyway, things are looking a little bit iffy right now for us here on the exchange. Nothing that is like too terrible, but we are kind of in a pretty big hole right now, and we need to climb our way out of it. We have Alec, he says, yo, I'm back again, this time with a 30 mil cash tag. Hey, that's a lot better, man. Keep growing that cash tag, keep flipping and kind of compounding that cash on top of itself, and you're just going to make so much money in the long run. Now, we've got these Carol's Leather Tops here as well. We're going to turn around and sell them back on the Grand Exchange for, let's see, a little bit less than we did our margin check on. And it looks like we're good all around on most of these items here. The only ones that are going really badly for us are the Abyssal Bludgeons and these Ancestral Rope Tops. And the Rope Tops really aren't going that badly, just I would hope they would go a little bit better, if that makes sense. Good items all around, though. Stanford Mod says, I'm not sure if I agree with this way of flipping. Selling / buying and adjusting margins works way better than waiting. You can adjust them if you want. It's not something I like to do. I like to pay that margin check and sit right on that margin, because honestly, by paying for a margin check, you're just seeing what the the margin on the item is at the current time that you are, you know, obviously checking the item. And I think just setting them and sitting back and waiting is the best way to do it. You could spend time adjusting them, keep adjusting your offers, up 5K, up 10K, and, you know, being really on top of things every minute. But in my opinion, there's really not a point to doing that. You can just sit back and the items will fill anyway, and you're going to make about the same profit per hour, in my experience. But, I mean, Stan, if you've got a different way of flipping that works for you, 100% go ahead and use it. That's the great thing about flipping, is everybody does it differently. Everyone flips different items. Everyone, you know, starts with different cash stacks and things like that. And there's completely different styles of flipping for everybody. So if you don't like one style, that's totally fine. Use the style that works for you. I just coach my own way of doing things and show people how I do it. But of course, you can adjust my strategy however you want. If you find something works better for you, or you find a certain set of items works better for you, then totally, by all means, go ahead and do it your way. I just try to show people like the basics of how it works and what I do to make money, and you know, if it works for you, it does. let's see. Let's go ahead and sell these Sanguesti staffs back onto the Grand Exchange here. We're going to turn around and sell them for like probably 10k less than we did our margin check. Get some of this water in here as well. Oh, I chugged that. Alex says, it was at 160 mil, but I needed some stuff. I bought an Armadillo crossbow, Dragon Claws, and full Bando skier. Hey, those are some great PVM item investments. They should work out for you in the long run. Now, we're not doing too great on some items, guys. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is go to GE Tracker, and I'm going to try to pull up some other items here, like the volatile orb. Maybe we'll try to flip a few of those and try to get something that is a large margin to try to get out of this hole that we're in. It does look like the volatile orb is coming down a fair bit, so we might be able to pick up a cheap one. We'll have to see. As soon as we clear up another slot here, we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll actually cut back on these Imbued Hearts as well. Benny says, my family and I own a huge part of the national park. We got some reports that people were hunting and destroying a lot of the environment. That's terrible. So we had to go there and repair a lot of damaged property. Benny, how long did that take, man? I don't know if like you've been there the whole time since you were here last, or like what the deal is, but that was like at least a couple months, man. We have Stanford Mod saying, for example, what would happen here with the Ancestral Top? Wouldn't it have been way better to sit on the margin more actively? I can agree passive flipping on a normal margin, but when you find a sick margin, I feel like you should adjust it more. That's what's been working best for me, though. I mean, absolutely, you should do that, Stan, 100%. But here's the thing is, so I did a margin check on the Ancestral Rope Top, right? It was about 700k in profit. Right, if you buy one and then you list it and you only like for that 700k margin, or maybe you knock it down to like a 650k margin, and you sit there and wait a minute and then adjust it again, you're just knocking into your profit. You're just chasing that margin down. You're just knocking into that profit. In my opinion, just wait for it, because sometimes it's going to fill. And if your offer fills, that means you're right on the margin and there's really nothing you should do to adjust it. That's the way I look at it. Like if your offers are moving, even if it takes a little bit of time, you're still on the margin and you're just still making a profit. So, I mean, yes, you could chase the Ancestral Rope Top down completely. You could chase that margin aggressively and try to get them off, but I just don't really see the point in chasing it so, like, intensely, you know what I mean? Because every time you chase it, you're just losing money every time you knock it down. So yes, I agree that if you can't sell them and you have to chase it downwards until you can, then that's obviously a good situation, but I'm very nonchalant about how I chase these items most times. But yeah, I mean, both methods are good. I've done both. You know, I don't really consider this passive flipping because we're sitting here at the Grand Exchange. I consider it more active regardless, but you know, I don't like to chase my margins too crazy because it's just going to hurt your profit at the end of the day unless you can't move the item. Which I do think we're going to be able to move these. It's just we can't find the exact margin on it right now. But regardless, we are struggling today. There's no doubt about that, man. Like, I'm going to try to be pretty patient with these bludgeons. You know, I feel like and maybe we just bought into a big merch or something, which is why we got them all so quickly, but we'll have to see. We have Jay Hefner saying, man, we went from Saturdays with the boys to Saturdays at the GE. Luckily, we've got the streams. Good to see you, Jay. Thank you for tuning in, man. Do appreciate it. But anyway, yes, here we are at the Grand Exchange, flipping some items back and forth like we always do, and trying to make the most out of it as we can, I guess. And we're going to knock these bludgeons down a fair bit, try to get them off. It looks like we got in on a really bad situation on those, so we'll try to find our profit elsewhere. Might be I don't think it's going to be a loss, but it's not going to be a good profit, that's for sure. Okay, I was scared that Volatile Orb might instant buy, so we'll just leave that there for now. We'll try to make a little bit of money off that. 554K in the hole today. Guys, this is an interesting one, man. I mean, we're not having a ton of luck here today. We're actually getting in some pretty bad situations right now, and it's not going too good. So we need to make sure we're still moving stuff around, and we're still walking away with some money in our pocket. Now, we're going to wait about 3 more minutes on these Carol's leather tops. Hopefully they still are going to go ahead and sell. No luck on these Amaraki and Haasas yet, though, so we are going to knock those down a little bit here. Really hoping we can sell some of this stuff off, man. Relaxing with me says, what's up? How are you? Relaxing with me, I am doing very well, man. Thank you so much. Do appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the stream. And I know you do most of the time, so we do appreciate that. Stanford Mod says, flipping went crazy good a couple of hours ago. Right now, I'm having a lot of trouble as well. Well, it's good to see that I'm not alone in that instance, right? And it's funny because, like, Stan, exactly like what you were saying, you know, margins a couple hours ago, really good. I saw that in our Discord group as well, like people posting really good screenshots of profit, and all of a sudden now, just not a lot of profit coming into the Grand Exchange, so a little bit interesting. Or for me, at least. Maybe people are making money, but I'm sure struggling, that's for sure. Now, let's go ahead and do the Toxic Blowpipes here. Just a simple, easy flip. If I have a session that's starting to go in a bad direction, I try to cycle into some easier stuff just to get some money rolling in and walk away with at least a little bit of cash in our cash stack, right? Also, flipping easier items will help you make up for large margin check costs or just bad flipping situations that you get into. If something's looking bad, just flip some easier items, make up some easy profit, and that'll cover you on some of the bad situations. That's the way I do it, at least, and I think that's the best way to go about it. Just because there's so many items that are way more consistent, right? Toxic Blowpipe, super consistent. Dragon Crossbow, consistent. Just things that are like the PVM items that are not like the highest end PVM items, but those medium level ones, right? Bandos Tacit, Bandos Chestplate. What are some other good ones? Barrow's Gear, I use that a ton to balance out some of my risk. Just because it's not that hard to flip, you know, if it goes really badly, you're not going to lose that much money most of the time, and it just helps you make up for a lot of bad situations. Queen Saraha says, oof on the profit. Dude, hey, I mean, like, a couple minutes ago, we were down like 1.2 mil, so we're slowly making our way out of that bad situation. You know, there are a couple items that if we do sell them, we will be in a way better situation. That's going to be the Ancestral Robe Top. We have to get a few of those off. It's going to be essential to having a profitable session today. On top of that as well, the Abyssal Bludgeons, really bad situation on those right now. That being said, I do think we're going to be okay. We're going to make up for it, and we'll be good in the long run, guys. We always are, man. Stanford Mod says, I was making 8 mil an hour a few hours back. Now I'm sitting on 1 mil an hour at the moment. Feels bad, man. Probably used up all the GE profits on yesterday's stream. Dude, true. Yesterday's stream was crazy. He says, JK, let's turn it around and make that dough. I'm going to do my best, man. I keep burping. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to like stifle them. You know, if we get a volatile orb, it could change our little session around a good bit. So we'll hopefully we get one of those. Maybe we'll cycle into some other big stuff as well. Just try to get some of that going. Queen Saraha says, trust in our king. Hey, I'm gonna do my best, man. We'll knock these down a little bit further. We're gonna cycle out of the Ancestral Robe Tops. It's also gonna give us a little bit more cash on hand. Maybe we'll do something like the Scythe of Vitur. Maybe we can get a couple mils off this thing. We'll have to see. Interesting situation on those. Okay. Give that a minute here. I always hate finding the margins on those big items, man. It's never easy, and I didn't even mean to instant buy that. That happens a lot on stream. I try to like force the margin on them, and it never works out. You guys notice that? Stoof says, well, if he's our king, does that mean you are... Okay, Stoof, okay. Keep talking like that, you're getting a demotion, my man. Stanford Mod says, I just finished the scythe 15 minutes ago, and he gives us a nice little buy and sell as well, but it doesn't look very good, so that's unfortunate. We might not be looking too good on that. Jordan Savage says, next 24-hour stream, you should think about cycling through every item in RuneScape. There's no way we'd be able to flip every item, man. No way. Unless we did them like once, but that would be, I don't know if that's really that interesting. But I mean, hey, it's a good idea though. I mean, we could just make a giant list though of things, like literally just ask everybody in like the Discord group and on the channel, like, hey, what are some great items you love to flip? And then we just put it in this massive freaking list and we just flip everything on that list. The nice thing about those 24-hour live streams, we don't do them that often, I'm just saying. The nice thing about it is that 4-hour limit clears every, like, I don't know, every 4 hours, right? So there's just a ton of items you can do over and over again, and it's just great. But we really need some freaking profit today, man. I can't get anything moving today. A lot of the good items we had just not really working out for us, unfortunately. But we're going to play it patient. We're going to, you know, not freak out and sell these things instantly. Looks like a lot of things are struggling to move right now, and it's good that we're in this situation this morning. Always good to show the bad times on the Grand Exchange as well, and we always want to show the good times too, right? But we are having a little bit of difficulty today. Hang with me here, guys. We are going to be able to turn it around. Sometimes, hey, this is what your session looks like sometimes. It's just the way of the Grand Exchange. You know, this is not a common thing. Usually, most of the time, you're going to be able to do a lot better than this. We got a couple unlucky situations on some items here, but hey, like I said, that's the way of the exchange, man. It's a give and take game. Yesterday, we had a crazy day of profits. Today, struggling to even get 100K in the stack. What is going on? I can't believe it. But don't worry, we'll do our best to get some profit in here today, guys. It's just a little bit unfortunate. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, says Saraha. That's true, man. Although, sometimes it's better than sunshine and rainbows, if there is anything better than that. Maybe, like, gold bars? I don't know. Add some vials of water to the list. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, man. Vials of water flips. Let's go ahead and sell these hostas back. It's weird, like, we can't get anything off. It's like, it's, you know, it's super odd. The Spanish community needs one Scapenomics on OSRS. I can't speak Spanish. I wish I could, but I can't. You know, that was my worst subject in school by an entire letter grade. I was so bad at Spanish. Literally, I had to go through Spanish. I had to take it for 4 years, and like 4, you know, grade school requirement, and I was literally so bad, guys. Like, I was in like Spanish, you know, the 3rd Spanish class, or what do you call it, Spanish 3 or whatever it was, like the 3rd advancement of the class, and I could barely say like a sentence. I don't know how I made it, to be honest. I should have never graduated from that. Add Spanish subtitles in your vids. Dude, if I could speak Spanish, I would, man. I'm telling you. Also, let's go ahead and get in on another item here. I do want to try and get some of the Inquisitor stuff going. I mean, we're just struggling all around today, so let's try and just get some stuff moving and try to make a little bit of money today, because for us right now, we're having a pretty hard time making some profit, although it does look like something just sold as we're at 320K. We'll try to flip maybe a Great Helm as well, see if we can make a little bit of money off that. Okay, did an instant buy, so that's good. Andrew Harrison says, hey, new here. Welcome, Andrew. Thank you for stopping by today, man. I'm so glad you could catch us live, so thank you for tuning in today. Guys, also, if you are watching over on YouTube, be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. If you're watching over on Twitch, be sure to give us a follow. On top of that as well, if you are not with us in our Discord group, we have a Discord group dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, so we'd love if you join that. Now, super tough situation today on so many items here, struggling on the bludgeons, struggling on the ancestral tops, just all around not something you want to be looking at on the exchange today. So what we did was we went ahead and we listed some really large margin items. We're going to try to move a few of those. And on top of that as well, we're going to go ahead and flip some easy stuff, right? Armadillo, let's see. We'll do the Armadillo God Sword, get a couple of those flipped. Super easy flip, should make us a good bit of money. The margins on the Armadillo God Sword has been quite good these past few days. I don't know how it's going to look right now, but I have my fingers crossed that it'll look at least decent. That way we can make a little bit of money off of it today and walk away trying to get out of this hole as much as we can, because we've really put ourselves in a tough situation, and that was only on 2 items alone. So that goes to show you that sometimes flipping can just be brutal, man, and just can try to take you for all your profits. So always got to keep a close eye on your items. You got to watch your risk 24/7. And even though it kind of stinks, I'm not really that upset. I think we're going to be able to make a little bit of money here today. So Jordan says, try the Ranger boots. That's actually not a bad idea. We should give those a shot. Also, Pegasian boots we haven't taken a look at yet as well. But again, those are those like funky items that I don't know if I want to go ahead and do those, right? So we'll keep a close eye on stuff. But anyway. Maybe someone in the Discord could help you out with these Spanish subtitles. Hey, if anyone knows Spanish, hit me up on Discord. Maybe we can get those subtitles put in, but it's kind of a lot of effort, so I don't want to force that on anybody. We have Eternal Gamma giving us a follow over on Twitch. Thank you, man. Really do appreciate it. Welcome to the flipping team, man. We're so glad to have you. And I'm sorry that you had to follow on a day where the profit is just atrocious. I mean, it's just quite unfortunate, but we're gonna get through it, guys. Don't you worry. We're gonna do our best to make a little bit of coin here today, and I don't want to move these bludgeons too much, but I think we're going to give them another bump downwards. We might as well do the same with the Ancestral Rope Tops. You know, if we sold these off, it would at least help a little bit in our recovery. And just unlucky on both of those, man. Let's see. We'll do the bludgeons as well, just down a little bit more. And we also have Axels. We have Axels giving us a subscription over on YouTube. Thank you, man. Do appreciate that. We're also up 640k in the session so far, so things are slowly on the up and up. And we've got those bludgeons going off, guys. That's what I'd like to see right there. Now, the only problem with the bludgeons is pretty much if we sell, like, we're gonna need to sell 4 of these just to be at break even on the bludgeons, but the last 3, that's gonna be pure profit, so super happy about that. So that should actually bring us a fair bit as long as we can sell these. Also, we have the Ancestral Rope Tops off, which is basically gonna be a break even situation. I think we might even be down a little bit on the Ancestral Rope Tops in the end as well, but at least we've got them moving at this point, man. At least we've got them moving, and it's good to see that things are coming back to life here this far into the session, because what a brutal time we've had this first, 45 minutes or so of the flipping session today. Have you done the lances yet? Jay, we did the lances, man. Good recommendation, though. Eternal Gamma says, LOL, it's still interesting to watch. I'm a flipping nub, so learning new stuff here. Eternal Gamma, if I'm telling you, this is my #1 recommendation if you want to learn how to flip, okay? Join our Discord group. I promise you, it is a really good decision. A lot of people in the live chat, I guarantee, will vouch for how great the Discord group is for learning how to flip. And that's if you have an interest in it. If not, if you don't want to join us on Discord, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. I've got plenty of flipping guides on there as well for beginners, for advanced players. We've got everything in the middle, in between, whatever you want. I'll help you out, teach you how to flip so you can start to make some profit. And don't flip like me today, okay? But we'll make sure you don't flip like this. Bubbly Boy says hello. Good to see you, Bubble, and thank you for watching over on Twitch. We do appreciate that, man. Jordan Savage says, can you hit the Primordial Boots? We did the Prims. Dragon Warhammer, we can do those. Armadillo Chain Skirt, we can do those. Basilisk Jaw, we can do those. We did the Bandos Chestplate, I think, and we haven't done the Justiciar yet. So those are all great items we can do to make a little bit more profit today, as it's been a little bit iffy at the start here. We also have Lake popping in as well with the waving symbol. Good to see you, Lake. Thank you for tuning in. 35 viewers over on YouTube today. We've got 12 over on Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the live stream, and let's make a little bit of money today, man. Clyde Frog says, thoughts on price of Trailblazer items in the next few months? They'll be worth more than they are now, if I had to guess. But they won't be like worth as much as the Twisted League stuff was in the prior years in between the two events. But I think it'll be worth more. Ascend Winter says, Pog. Ascend Winter, man, we're struggling today on the exchange, dude. I don't know what it is today. Profits are just not rolling in as quickly as we thought. Lake says, Jim Brown is so good. One of my favorite players of all time, Jim Brown. Really good player, man. Nothing else to say about that. Sitting back, kicking back, waiting for some of these items to sell. We are going to knock down this scythe a little bit more. Now, we're trying to find where the margin is on this scythe right now. We did instantly buy one on accident, which means we bought it for basically its highest price. So if I ever list an item that I plan, let's say it's a higher margin item that I don't want to perform a margin check on, and I look at GE Tracker, I look at the price listings, and I guess wrong where I want to list it, and it buys instantly. What I tend to do in those situations is I try to sell it back for around the same price that I bought it, and then try to cycle back in for about 500k to a mil lower and try to get that flip going. Should have waited an hour or two, then it's peak. Hey man, I just like flipping right now. Like, I don't really think too much about the time of day when I go to flip for these live streams. I just do it whenever I'm free and I just pop up the stream. Like, that's really it. I just picked a time and I was like, this time works for me. And we go ahead and stream during those times. I mean, you know, the flipping live streams, it is great when we get a lot of profit on them, but the main goal is to teach you guys how to flip and make money on old school RuneScape, and it's kind of serves as a showcase of how flipping works. And the main focus of it though is to answer your guys' questions about flipping and money making. I mean, that was the reason these started, and that's like been the main goal since the start. So be sure to ask any questions you might have about flipping or money making in old school RuneScape. We'll get them answered for you. No luck on the volatile orb yet. I guess I'll knock that up a little bit price wise. Patiently waiting for some of these items to go through, man. I thought we would have had the scythe off by now, but we haven't had any luck on it yet. Let's cut back on the Inquisitor Great Helm for now, clear up that slot, and try to flip something like the Dragon Warhammer in the meantime. Dragon Warhammer is a really good flip, and right now especially, it's been better than average, I would say. It's just been really cheap in price, and it's kind of like stabilized out a little bit, stabilized slightly. So, okay, we made profit on that margin check, so we'll be staying away from the Dragon Warhammer today. Not a situation I'd like to get myself involved in, but that's not something you see every day. Profit on a margin check, very nice. Let's go ahead and check the Basilisk Jaw as well. Not a great margin on them, but decent enough. We'll go ahead and flip a few of these. Yeah, we'll go for the limit on that. Is GE Tracker accurate? The free version, it is accurate. It's really good for overnight flipping, if that's something you want to get into, or just flipping over longer time frames than active flipping, which is what we're doing here. We're almost done with those mana rays. I don't know how much we made on them. Not that much, actually, only 29k. I thought we made a bit more, but hey, we need to take every single profit today as best as we can. This has just been a really interesting session so far. I'd like to try to get some profit rolling in here, though. Angel says, hey brother, first day back. Glad to see you still do these. Have you noticed the limit of cannonballs is up to 11k now? Easiest 50k profit to flip in my opinion. Which is your favorite high volume item? I would say favorite high volume item, Zalvar Scales, 100%. You can't make more money on any high volume item than you can on Zalvar Scales in my opinion. I mean, you only need a, like, if you get a 3 GP margin on Zolver scales, like, that's like a 90k flip, which, like, can you really beat that? It's tough, man. 2 GP is 60k. Like, that's a tough flip to beat. So that's why I like flipping these Zolver scales so much. Also, extremely easy flip, super easy to execute on. Very happy with these Zolver scales. Even I flip the Zolver scales from time to time with all the cash I have, just because it's such free money. We'll even give it a try today. Let's go ahead and see what they're looking like today. I think I had the biggest flip. I forget who pointed it out to me, but someone was like, Zolver scales right now have an insane margin, and they have like a 6 GP margin, which is way more than you'd ever expect to get on them. 2 GP margin on them, 60k flip. We'll go ahead and try to do that. Man, that 6 GP margin you had the other day on the scales. Jay, someone pointed that out to me, and they were like, hey, you should try the Zolver scales. It's a really good margin right now. I went ahead and tried them, and boom. That's what I got. I mean, I can't complain about that. You're never going to get margins like that on Zolver scales. It's super rare. Bubbly says, I lost 2 mil checking the Arcane Shield margin, LOL. That is a sketchy item. I mean, I'm not surprised you lost 2 mil on it. Just because, I mean, I've done the same, so I understand your pain. Let's cut back on these Armadillo God Swords as well. Turn around and sell these. Should be relatively easy. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And the instant sold. I kind of expected that to happen, to be honest, because they stopped buying. And usually when your Armadillo God Swords stop buying and stuff, they will just kind of instant sell. So, but anyway, is what it is. Let's do the Necklace of Anguish next. We'll get a few of these going. Just a really solid flip all around the Anguish. We tried to do the Tortures, but I don't think we had a ton of luck flipping them earlier. I think we listed them and we couldn't get any moving. Probably because I was showing margins by accident. But that's a story for another time, okay? Try the Tormented Bracelet. It was good for me earlier. Maybe we'll try those. I don't love the Tormented Bracelet personally, but... Q Levy says, Mud Runes are really good for high volume too. I just made around 500k from one sesh in a half an hour. Really solid flip on those Mud Runes there, Q. Something I'd like to get my hands on, to be honest. I mean, if you made that much money on them. Do you find them to be inconsistent though? Because I feel like, are Mud Runes really that high demand? They must be. I mean, a lot of runes are, so they must be. I have not tried them out today, but I did a really quick 100k-ish on the whole decanting trick with Ceridome and Bruce, if you want to show that off. Honestly, I don't really decant potions anymore. I used to do them when I had a lower cash stack and I really needed that extra GP, but now I'm not even bothered to go ahead and honestly check it. But anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream today, be sure to leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. We're coming up on that mill today after a really tough session. Like, I can't get anything going right now, which is... kind of stinks, honestly. But regardless, though, be sure to leave a like if you are enjoying. Be sure to join us on Discord as well with the link in the description below. We would love to have you in our Discord group, which is dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape. So be sure to check that out down below. And also, guys, hope you're having a great Saturday. I know I am, even though we are having a tough time at the exchange today, which, you know, obviously is not ideal, man. Skygore says 38 viewers on YouTube. I know we got a ton of people over here right now. Thank you. Ton of people tuned in to like the worst session ever, okay? So welcome, I guess. What is the CC name? It is Scapenomics, just like my YouTube name. If you guys want to join us in my clan chat, you can join us in the clan chat, Scapenomics, exactly like my YouTube name, exactly like my Twitch name. Be sure to join us, man. We have 11 over on Twitch as well, which is actually a lot for me on Twitch, so thank you guys. Do appreciate it. We can't get anything moving, man. This is killing me. It's killing me inside. Nothing more frustrating. We'll try to be patient. I mean, that's all you could really hope for, is a little bit of patience, a little bit of, I don't know, hope, I guess, is a good way to put it. Vulcan says, you win some, you lose some. It's probably someone else's best day, eh? That's exactly right. I mean, the Grand Exchange, man, it's an inconsistent game. You know, you're not like the the Great Exchange, you're never gonna have 2 days that are the same. Like some days you might be like, oh, this week is really good for flipping, or this week is really bad, and it usually is related to like updates, right? If there's like an update coming to the game, usually flipping gets really good, or if an update releases, flipping is really good because a lot of items are being traded back and forth, which makes the flipping pretty good. I mean, you can't really complain about it. Lots of volume in the game. Why did we lose a bunch of money? Oh, because we sold the scythe, but we didn't sell it for that much less. We didn't sell it for that much less. Hold on. Oh, I guess that is, yeah, about 150k. That makes sense. I want to be an OSRS broker, says Random. Same, dude. I'm the first applicant, okay? If there's, you know, Grand Exchange clerk positions open, I'm the first one in line, okay? No one, I get priority, all right? Don't try to cut me in line, okay? My application is ready to go. I've got it ready to submit. You know, the resume is vetted. I've got the experience. I've got the CV attached. The CV attached, okay? Don't take my spot. Bludgeon has gone up almost 1 mil in 1 day, says Skygore. Oh, that's where we're trying to flip it, man. Mike LaPanda popping in. He says it's Cyronomics now. Mike LaPanda, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Is there anything you enjoy doing while you flip, says Angel, or something you would recommend doing as not to lose or to lose EXP? I mean, if you want to play RuneScape like you want to keep playing the game while you're flipping, I recommend doing passive flipping while you make gains within the game. But for me, like, if you really want to do stuff at the Grand Exchange, tanning hides is great, or fletching is a really good way too. You could also do wines if you're trying to get some XP. But for me, honestly, what I do is I crack open the Grand Exchange client, crack it open, get the fingers ready, start typing, list all my items, then I go zoop, I go over to my second monitor and I go to YouTube and I look up my favorite YouTubers and I just watch them. That's all I do. Basically, I spend so much time watching YouTube content, like it's actually crazy. So usually when I am watching YouTube content, I'm flipping at the same time, and that's just what I like doing. It's just like the RuneScape flipping is something I enjoy to do on the side, so it's kind of something I keep going at the same time. And yeah, basically I just go ahead and watch YouTube. That's really it. Maybe not the best example for people who are trying to make gains, but let's see. What do we buy that for? I'm hoping we get that volatile orb off. If we can get that volatile orb off, that's going to be the savior of the session today. I don't know if we'll get that good of a margin on it, but we'll see. Lots of comments coming in here today. We got Andrew Harrison saying, what are the best free-to-play flipping items? Anything high volume, so nature runes, death runes, law runes are really good. Coal is good, iron is good, gold ore, gold bars are really good, U-logs are really good, maples not as much, swordfish, strength potions, that should be a good start. What are some YouTube channels you like to watch, says Jay? Oh my god, I watch so many. A lot of those are like really big channels. Channel called, like, wait, are you talking about like RuneScape YouTubers or like YouTubers just in general? Because I can list, you know, all my favorite stuff, man. Jesus at work says, yeah, man, I sit here and watch YouTube to do slower flips and maybe play another game. I'm a content demolisher. LOL. Same, dude. Vulcan says, that's what I'm... Oh, that volatile orb. Let's go. That's all you need. I'm telling you, one flip can save the session, man. Now we're 2.1 mil in profit. And you bet we're cycling right back in on top of that orb, man. We're going to try to get another one going here today and hopefully make a decent bit of coin on it before we walk away. Because I'm telling you, all you need is one item, dude. It's just one item, man. Can we get some... I guess you're not really supposed to say PogChamp anymore, are you? Can we get some hype in the chat then? Be sure to let me know if I saved the session or not. I think we did, boys. I think we did. And all we got to do is get a few of those and we'll be looking pretty, so... Stanford Mod says, how do you approach orb flips? I do a lot of very high margin items, Scythe, T-Bow, Ellie, but tend to stay away from orbs since they're so low volume. So basically what I do is, first of all, Stan, I don't know if you've seen my high margin flipping guide, but 100% go check that out, because that is the strategy I use off stream to the T. So on stream it's a bit different, but what I do on stream is I go over to GE Tracker, I look at where the price is, I look to see, is the item going up or is it going down? If it's going down, I list it slightly below where the GE Tracker says the margin is. If it's trending up, I list it slightly above where the GE Tracker margin is. And then I just wait. If the item instant buys, I just try to sell it back for basically the instant buy price and then buy in for like a mil lower. And that's how I do it. Simple as that. Both OSRS and regular YouTube. I mean, obviously I watch a lot of Flipping Old School, Swell EXP Lamp, I like to watch his stuff. Snack Food, I obviously love his interviews as well. What are some other good ones? I mean, I watch anyone in the flipping space, 100%. They're getting my viewership. Saraha gets my viewership. But let's see. For Torvesta, I love Torvesta's videos. Framed also really enjoys content. I just find them both super like engaging YouTubers. I don't know why. I just really like to watch them. Link and Rarg, love watching their stuff. Outside of RuneScape, I would say YouTubers, well, I don't know if like you guys are gonna know them, but YouTuber called Swoozy, who does like animation stories. I really like those. What else? Mark Rober, love watching his content, just like so interesting to me. Anything like I watch a lot of like financial documentary stuff, so stuff about like Wall Street or stuff about trading I like to watch. But yeah, that's really it. Vulcan says 40 watching but only 24 likes. SMH chat, make sure to make that like button go blue. Hey, if you are enjoying the stream, definitely dropping a like helps me out a lot, so really would appreciate it. Do you like creepypastas, says Julian. I used to when I was like a little bit younger, but I don't really watch them or read them anymore. It's Mango says, hey man, what is up? Good to see you. Oh, it's Magno. I always say Mango. I have dyslexia, that's why. So, it's Magno. Thank you for tuning in today. Do appreciate it. And welcome to the stream today. I mean, this has not been a great session, but for right now, we came up with a big bag alert, okay, on the stream. We got one really solid flip off, which basically saved the session. So, super happy about that. And I'd love to get some of these bludgeons off, but we're not going to rush it, man. Can you share the orb price? No, I'm not going to share it. I want to flip it. Although if you were here earlier, you would have seen some margins, but... let's go ahead and try to sell some of these necklaces of Anguish back. Sitting back, kicking back, waiting for some of these flips to go through. I don't know if we're going to get this scythe, so we'll have to keep a close eye on it. Jay says, Mom said it's my turn to play with the orb margin. No, dude, it's my freaking turn, man. Let me get some profit today, okay? I've been struggling in front of an audience, okay? Let me get some profit rolling in here, man. Ever since I started flipping, I have a hard time leaving the Grand Exchange. Julian, tell me about it, man. Frickin' tell me about it. I don't think I've really left the Grand Exchange in quite a long time. Although I did go ahead and go to Nightmare Zone recently and actually got some XP gains, so that's good. Lil says, the Wolf of the Grand Exchange. I've been called that a few times, believe it or not. But I mean, we're here doing this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so I just hope you guys enjoy it. It seems recently that a lot of people have been tuning in and really enjoying the content, so I just really appreciate it. Welcome to the flipping team, and if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash deck or anything related to flipping in general, please let me know. These live streams are to help you guys learn how to flip in old school RuneScape, so I'm definitely willing to answer any questions you might have about the process or about what you should be focusing on when you're trying to learn how to do it, and any specific weird situation you might have run into while flipping. And I try to talk through the weird situations that we get into as well. Jay says, popping in on YouTube to drop a like. Do appreciate it, Jay, man. We're almost at 30 likes, so if you haven't smacked that like button, try to get it up to 30 likes, guys. That would be incredible. I mean, come on. We're trying to get out of this, this horrible session that we had. Replay Soccer says, how do you set prices on overnighters? Replay, we have an entire video on that just came out on my channel about how to overnight flip, so I definitely recommend going and checking that out. But since you're here on the live stream, this is like a question we answer every live stream, but basically what I do is I go to GE Tracker, I look at the 24-hour view. If the item is trending in an upward direction, I will list slightly above the 24-hour low price. If the item is trending downwards, I'll list slightly below the 24-hour low price, and that's how I list my items. Simple as that. If you want more information on it, go check out that overnight flipping guide. It will give you the step-by-step, play-by-play, the through and through of what you need to do to list those items correctly on the exchange for your overnights. Beat Fabrica says, am I late? I mean, you're not early. We'll put it that way. Angel says, do you have any 70 item limit items you would recommend? I used to recommend the Anguish, but now that's not 70. It doesn't have a item limit of 70 anymore, so I don't really recommend that as much as I used to. But 70 item limit. I don't know. Honestly, I have to think about that one. I don't really flip anything with a 70 item limit too often these days. Obsidian armor, yeah, that's actually a decent one. Decent recommendation for sure. Julian says, have you seen that bonds are down to 3.4 mil? Any thoughts about that? I bought over 50 bonds myself. I feel like a lot of people are buying bonds right now as they seem super, super cheap. So I don't really have an input on it. I'm not going to go ahead and buy bonds. It's probably a decent investment, no doubt. I mean, bonds are really cheap. Probably going to go up in the future if I had to guess. Who knows when, but likely at some point they will, as they've done in the past. Bonds are a very cyclical item, and bonds will never die in price, right? So because if they go down too low, people just stop buying them and they'll go back up in price. So I mean, people stop buying them for real money, right? So anyway, as time goes on, as well as GP gets more inflated in the game, bonds are actually going to go up in price with the inflation. So picking up a few cheap ones right now, probably not the worst idea in the world. That being said, it's not something I want to do because I find that bond investments are decent, but the timeline on it is just so long. Like, you don't know when those bonds are going to go up in price, and you're locking up 3.4 mil for every single bond that you buy. So that's locking up a lot of your GP that you can't actively flip with. And if you have to wait like 6 months, I mean, it's probably not the most efficient use of your capital. Also, don't forget, with bonds, you do have to pay a conversion fee on your bonds to sell them. So, yes, they are 3.4 mil, but they're probably going to cost you about 300K each to go ahead and convert to a tradable state. So really, you're paying like, what, 3.6, 3.7 mil for the bonds. Just my 2 cents on it, man. The Scapenomics playbook, says Jay. Imagine if I came out with something like that. Bonds seem very risky for a flip/investment. In my opinion, bonds are actually one of the safer items because, like, they're ever, like, if you want to play RuneScape and you don't want to buy membership with real dollars and you just buy them with in-game currency, like, you're gonna need a bond every 14 days. Constant demand for bonds, and the only time bonds go really low in price is when there's not a lot of people playing and a lot of people are buying bonds to sell them back, and that's just one of the situations right now. I mean, we just had the Trailblazer leagues end. A lot of people left the game. A lot less players playing than we had during the Trailblazer leagues as well. Bonds are really cheap. People, they decide to buy them up. So pretty standard situation in my opinion. I wouldn't say bonds are like extremely cheap and to be concerned about. Anything under 4 mil for a bond is a solid deal in my opinion. Flippers hate these 5 tips. Oh, Jay, you crack me up, man. Anyway, still waiting on that next volatile orb to come in. By the way, congrats on your bowstring investment. Thank you, Angel, man. I do appreciate that. We haven't talked about the bowstring investment that much, so let's do the let me think. We didn't do the Bandos God Swords, did we? I think we did the Armadillo Crossbows, if I remember correctly. So we're not going to do those again, because we can't. Would like to top this session off a little bit, though. should be able to make a little bit more profit here, guys. 346 mil. What am I missing? What am I missing today? Let me think. Trying to think of like some higher end PVM stuff here. Oh, just this year. We didn't do any of that. That kind of, just this year takes a little bit longer though, so we'll see. Decent margin on it. We'll go ahead and take advantage of that. And we'll list that and let it do its thing. Q Levy says, that is a good point. It's the conversion rate that catches me off guard. LOL. Yeah, so the best thing to do, by the way, guys, if you are investing in bonds, you want to convert them when they're really cheap, okay? So when you're buying these bonds to invest in, convert them immediately and then put them into your bank account because the conversion fee is higher if the bond price is higher. So just keep that in mind. Niku says, I've been trying to install flipping utilities, and I don't know how to, man. It is confusing. All you got to do is go to RuneLite. You go to the settings section. You scroll all the way to the bottom to the plugin hub, and then once you click the button for the plugin hub, you go ahead and search flipping utilities. One of our partner Discords, Queen Saraha's channel, he has a flipping guide, or not a flipping guide, a instructional guide on how to install flipping utilities. So it might be worth giving that a look. If you guys want me to do one as well, I can, but it's pretty straightforward. Hey, or Jesus at Work says, all you gotta do is go to, yeah, okay, he said the same exact thing I said. Literally the same exact thing. Oh my god. 50k margins on the Zami Spear / Hostas if you want to try. I am trying, man. I'm trying right now. I got him in the top left there, just not moving at all. So I don't really know what to do about those. I guess maybe we'll go ahead and sell them. I don't know what we're going to do, but maybe knock them down a bit more. But anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream today, please leave a like. We're at 29 likes. Let's see if we can bump that up to 30. Would just be incredible today. Also, if you want to join us on Discord as well, be sure to join us with the link in the description below. We've got a Discord dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and I think a lot of you would find it enjoyable to join it. I mean, I post a lot of my flips that I do in there when we're not on live stream. If you want to connect with me when I'm off live stream, the Discord place is a great place to do it. And the Discord serves as like a 24/7 place to ask flipping questions and get them answered. So we'd love to have you in there as well. And honestly, guys, this party hat's looking a little bit beaten, man. We might have to fix it up soon, but anyway. Dang, bro, thanks. I thought I was like a GitHub and everything. Nope, it's super simple on the plugin hub of RuneLite. So super easy to do, man. And we have Julian says, the Discord is dope AF. I've gotten a ton of good info there. See, I'm telling you, I'm not like misleading you. The Discord group is a insane step to improve your flipping skills. Like from the bottom of my heart, I'm making the best recommendation I can. I know I'm a little bit biased, but I'm telling you, it's a great place to learn, man. My last Hosta sold 14,892 about 3 minutes ago. Okay, these should sell then. They should. They're not too far off that. 44 people over on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Do appreciate you guys tuning in today. A lot of items a little bit stale right now, which is sort of sad. I thought we were going to be able to do a scythe, but we haven't gotten that through yet. A lot of items we haven't really gotten through yet, which is just kind of unfortunate. We'll try to get another one, though. Bump that margin up a fair bit. Knock this margin on the Ancestral Rogue Top down a fair bit, because that hasn't moved yet. The Abyssal Bludgeon needs to get knocked down as well. That kind of stinks. At least we're like break even on them right now, which is actually a decent situation. But I was a little upset we weren't able to sell these last few. It is what it is, though. Duarte Alves popping in with the I Flip Zolver Scales with max cash. You bet, baby. Dude, I mean, Zolver Scales, come on, dude. Free GP. That's like the freest GP you can get. Even though they're taking freaking forever today. They're taking so long. Oh my goodness. We're going to bump that volatile orb up a little bit too. I'm not going to sit on it for too long, but... Flipping Zolver Scales with a 1 bill plus stack is a power move. You got a problem? You got a problem with it? No, it's just like, you know, And my style flipping is consistency as much as possible. I always aim for consistency with the Grand Exchange because the Grand Exchange is incredibly inconsistent. So finding those items that are going to make you a really safe amount time and time again is really what you're looking for. So anything that's going to net you safe, easy profits, you always want to flip that stuff. I mean, Zolver Scale, like, look, I've got 1.5 bill cash stack we're flipping with today. I'm flipping Zolver Scales. You know, you can flip Zolver Scales, you can flip the limit with like 7 mil, and it's always a good item to flip, like, in my personal opinion. I don't flip it every live stream, but 100% super consistent item. Think about this, okay? The limit on Zolver Scales is 30,000 every 4 hours. If you get a 2 GP margin on Zolver Scales, which seems really bad, that's still a 60k flip. So it's really not bad. And for how easy these things are, I mean, you do the math, man. But anyway, let's make some money here today, guys. 2.6 mil in profit. Pretty bad profit per hour right now. Currently, I'm seeing about a 2 mil GP per hour profit, which is pretty bad. But considering how far in the hole we went earlier in this live stream, I think we've actually made a pretty big come up. So I'm happy with where we are now from the start of the stream, but by no means is this an amazing session. And these hostas are just a brutal situation on them right now. Brutal. We're basically going to sell those for a break even, I guess. And we did get a scythe, which is good. All we need to do now is sell this for a profit. That's really it. Really bad margin on it, like less than 300k or something. But we need some money right now, so we're going to take it. Come on, Ancestral, you can sell for that 1 mil margin. You can do it. I'm chicken dinner, dude. I'm telling you, man. We need to get this thing off. And I'm thinking the same exact thoughts, dude. Niku says, I lost 800k flipping granite malls yesterday. It had a big crash. 800k on granite malls? That is a large loss. Sorry that happened, man, but that's what I'm saying. The Grand Exchange is a wild, wild beast. You got to do your best to secure the profits when you can. And hey, sometimes you're going to lose money, and that is called the Grand Exchange tax. I've paid it many times. Secure the bag, says DJ. That's right, man. We gotta secure that flipping bag, baby. Although we haven't gotten this volatile orb yet. I mean, we need to get another one. Though, if we got another one, we'd be in a good situation. DJ says, oh, yo, I'm averaging 6 mil now daily. DJ. I mean, come on. Literally, DJ is a perfect example of someone who joined the streams, started learning about flipping, came in with, I don't know how much he started with, like maybe 50 mil or so, I don't remember, and now he's making 6 mil a day. So, I mean, it's just, it speaks for itself, man. Like, if you come stop by, you tune in for some streams, you join the Discord, you know, participate in that, talk to other people, it's really like... Look, the information to help you out is there. It's all about if you want to capitalize on it, if you want to try and flip and get your money up. If you put the effort into it, 100% you will be able to learn how to do it, and you will join us in this flipping team that we're basically in. So, so glad, DJ, that you're averaging like 6 mil a day now. Like, it's, you know, you can't make these things up. Like, you really can't. And it's not like DJ is the only one that's done this. We've had tons of people tune into the content, tune into the Discord, start learning how to flip, and just start to make millions of GP. I mean, it speaks for itself. Like, really does. The GE is a fickle mistress, Warren Buffett. Can we get some, like, Scapenomics quotes? That'd be nice, man. I came in with like 10 mil, I think. See, DJ, amazing, man. And we have I am Subaloka saying I started watching at 5 mil, 126 mil now. See, I have 4 bill, never merged before. Dude, you've got 4 bill and you've never merged. I highly recommend getting started, man. Super great way to make money, especially with 4 billion GP. Whew. Luckily, we finally got a scythe bought and sold for a horrible margin, by the way. Horrible margin on that thing, but we have to take it. Like nothing is working out for us today. We have to take this. It just sucks that we do, but it is what it is. 46 people over on YouTube. We got 10 over on Twitch. Guys, if you're watching us over on YouTube, be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying. Be sure to drop a like as well. It really does help out my content a ton, and I really would appreciate it. Follow over on Twitch if you're not with us already. Be sure to join us in our Discord group with the link in the description below if you want to learn more about flipping. And let's keep flipping, man. Angel says, is there a website/flipping tool you use or recommend that shows items around a certain GP range? I struggle thinking of 10 to 20 mil items to flip now that I'm able to. GE Tracker, if you have premium, which by the way, you can use my link in the description below for GE Tracker Premium. If you sign up for it, it gives me a little kickback, so I appreciate that. And Misclick, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, dude. Appreciate it. But also, it's like a flipping filter that basically you could say, here's how much money I have, what items should I flip? And it will give you a bunch of items that you can flip that are between that 10 and 20 mil range. So that's a good place to start, Angel. Fenris says, what's up? Good to see you, Fenris. Thank you for stopping by, man. And thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And let's go ahead and sell these back for 183 GP. Okay, you know the margin on those R skills. Shoot. Well, you can undercut me if you want. They're still going to sell. Regardless, let's go ahead and sell these Bandos God Swords back. I can't help it. Sometimes I say the margins. I can't help it. Let's go ahead and sell these Bandos God Swords back. We'll do them for a little bit less than the previous margin we were looking at. Lil says, do you think flipping is more profitable than top level PVM? It depends. How much money do you have? At the highest level, absolutely. Flipping destroys high level PVM. It's at its highest level, like completely destroys it. It's not even close, but that's like high level flipping. For me, I'm like basically on par with top level PVM, I would say. Probably a little bit under top level PVM. We're talking people who efficiently run Theater of Blood multiple hours a day, doing it extremely efficiently and getting like going for like 12 hours and averaging like 10 mil an hour from drops. Like, yes, they're probably doing a little bit better than me GP wise, but it wouldn't take much more GP for me to be, you know, totally blowing them out of the water, basically. But it's over time, flipping is the champion because flipping is so inconsistent. Sometimes you're going to make 100 mil in a month. Sometimes you're going to make 10 mil, or sometimes you're going to flip a lot. Sometimes you're not going to flip at all. So that could be the same with PVM, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. Do you still flip cannonballs, says Duarte? I do not. I haven't flipped cannonballs in a long time. Dude, I'm telling you, contact a publisher with 1 Scapenomics playbook and 2 GE Wisdom by Scape. If it flips, it ships. All right, that's all I know. Let's see. Waiting for a single ancestral top to sell, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Arms crossed. Hair crossed. Yeah, I don't please sell, okay? That's all I'm saying. Please. Please. We'll see what happens, man. Saintsman in Van says over on Twitch that Scapenomics and the Discord group have helped me make over 100 mil in the last month. Join! Hey. Yeah, it's from the consumer's mouth. Like, that's all I have to say. Now, we still have 2 open slots here. Let's stop the chit chat. Let's get some easy flips going in the meantime. We'll do the Diamond Dragon Balls E, which actually made us a fair bit of profit yesterday. Dude, these were trading for under 900 GP yesterday, and today they're trading up over 900 GP, which is a little bit surprising. I did not expect that. We'll go ahead and flip a few of those here today. We'll get those listed and ready to go. That's a 10 mil flip in total. Also, I do want to try the Dragon Darts today. We're going to try to put some high volume stuff in, stuff that's going to move a little bit quicker, and just try to make a little bit more money on it here. Just because we've had a lot of items that have been a little bit stale. So I want to try to get maybe some faster stuff moving in, try to get a little bit of profit off that stuff, the high volume stuff. 50 viewers on YouTube. Well, that is not something we see every day. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying. That's not something I expected. We also have 17 people over on Twitch. Thank you guys. Seriously, crazy. If you're not with us on Discord, be sure to join us with the link in the description below. We'd love to have you join that. We have a flipping community dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape. And regardless of if you're a beginner or an experienced flipper, I guarantee we can help you learn a thing or two. And look, we'd love to have you in there, like legit. We are here in your little corner. Oh no, I love the Twitch audience is just as respected as the YouTube audience. Trust me, man. It's just I've streamed on YouTube for longer, and recently Twitch has just been a new initiative. So I mean, of course we're not gonna have tons of people over on Twitch immediately, right? So and the Twitch needs some upgrades. I need to put some emotes over there. I need to get the bits going as well. So just give me a little patience while I get all that set up, man. But once we get all that set up, you know, Twitch is going to be a good viewer experience as well. If it's not already, I mean, let me know. How's it looking over there on Twitch, okay? I can't see it from here, okay? How's it looking? Oh my god. Dude, how long have we had this ancestral top? Like, we must have had it for, like, over an hour at this point. We cannot get this freaking thing off, man. Vindes says, when's the second account making a return? Bonds are cheap now. Today, actually, when I go and flip the, sorry, I'm not going to ruin it, but I'm making something with the second account today for a video. So it's going to come back today, but not on stream. So it's going to get bonded up today. Well, you'll probably see it on the Monday stream. And I don't know, I might move the Monday stream up a little bit time-wise. I might stream the same time as I am today for the Monday stream, just because I have work off on Monday. Yup. All right, let's get it. Yeah, so no work on Monday for me, so that's really awesome. So I might move it forward. We'll have to see. I had a decent margin on rune darts if you'd like, says Angel. Okay, we might give those a shot here. We'll have to see. Sitting back, kicking back, waiting for some items to come on through, and just being patient. Really nothing to it. A lot of flipping is waiting, so sometimes you're going to just be sitting here waiting for items to sell and or buy, and that's just kind of part of the game. And that's why I always recommend having some YouTube up on the side and watching something else. Luckily, we've really turned this session around today. I mean, really horrible start today, and look at where we are now. 3 mil in profit, which is really solid for an hour and a half. Like, if I came on, flipped for an hour and a half, and I had 3 mil in profit, I wouldn't be too happy about it, but, like, I wouldn't be that upset. There we go. We got the scythe in too. Very, very nice. We're going to try to stretch that scythe out a little bit now, just because we flipped it for a little bit of profit a couple times back and forth, and now I want to try to stretch it out, make a little bit more off of it. But that volatile orb really helped us today. I'm hoping we can get another one, but I'm not getting my hopes up too high. And we still have the hostas too. Like, so super odd, man. The bludgeons I sort of understand a little bit more, but anyway. Anyway. Welcome everybody to the stream. 38 likes on YouTube. You guys are freaking like exploding the YouTube today. Crazy, man. And the Twitch too. I mean, what do we have? 17 on Twitch a couple minutes ago. We got 15 right now. That is over the freaking top, man. That's awesome. Love it. We didn't flip any of the Inquisitor Great Helms, did we? I think we listed them, but we didn't go ahead and flip them at the end of the day. I don't think it bought, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it would have been nice if we could flip one of those, because it could be like at least a 700k plus gain, so that would have been nice. But we didn't get it. Looks like we're on margin for the Dragon Darts and the Diamond Dragon Ball Z, so we're going to sit back and wait for those a little bit. The Scythe has been flipping a little bit slowly. This next one that we're cycling into right now, I'm trying to stretch that margin out a little bit. So I'm actually listing below where we bought the previous Scythe, so I do expect it to take a little bit longer, but I really would like to secure that profit on the Scythe. I think it would be really good for us to make a little bit more money on it. And the Ancestral Rope Top, we're just going to let that sit. The Abyssal Bludgeon, we're going to let that sit as well. I'm not going to lower it any more than we currently are at. And we're just going to wait there, man. Benjamin Vea says, do you use GE Tracker? I do use GE Tracker. I think it's a really great tool to kind of, it's like a great aid, especially if you're trying to overnight flip. If you're overnight flipping, then GE Tracker is like, in my opinion, an essential tool to use, especially the premium version. So if you want GE Tracker Premium, you are interested in it, I have a link for GE Tracker in the description below. You can go check it out if you'd like. Maro Jr. says, how did you get that timer on the Grand Exchange offers? It is a plugin called Flipping Utilities, my favorite plugin in the entire game. You can basically use it to put timers on your GE. It does way more than that as well. That's how we have this interface over on the side. And, excuse me, guys, a little bit of, I don't know, just burping a lot. So, yeah, Flipping Utilities, really, really great tool, man. Anyway, I think the session is getting a little bit stale here, guys. We're going to turn these items around. No luck on the Volatile Orb yet as well, which is a little bit disappointing. We'll list those, what are they called? The Dragon Darts back. We'll put those back in. And we'll put the Diamond Dragon Bolts E back in as well. Okay, the Dragon Darts sold, but we didn't really make that much profit on them because we didn't have a lot of them. So that's that, I guess. We'll go ahead and list these. Just issue your Light Guards back. Bubbly says, I have a negative 2.4 mil profit, LOL. Hey, Bubbly, the beginning of the stream, we were down 1.2 mil, and look at where we are now, man. That's all I'm saying. Grand Exchange, mad inconsistent, but hey, it is what it is. Like, if you sign up to be a flipper and a moneymaker on the exchange, then you're going to run into these situations occasionally. No day is the exact same. Anyway, everything is selling off here. I'm going to cut back on a lot of our stuff here, guys. We're going to start wrapping up the session here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. We started the stream today. A couple margin checks put us about 800K down, and then we ended up 1.2 mil down in price. Super, super tough situation there. But we're ending the stream with 3.4 mil in profit, so a huge come up from the bottom of our stream. Extremely happy with that performance, considering how it was shaping up at the beginning of the stream. Guys, if you did enjoy this one today, be sure to drop a like over on YouTube. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so I hope you do enjoy it. Also, if you're not with us on Discord already, be sure to join us with the link in the description below. We have a Discord dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and if you have any questions when I'm not live about flipping, that is the best place to ask them. And feel free to reach out to me personally on Discord as well. If you have any personal questions you want to ask, we'll get those answered as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I mean, hopefully you do better than this on the exchange today, as it was a little bit tough for me, but I believe in you, and I'm sure you can. So anyway, see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.